listening to The Brett Davern Show. Live daily on Adobe Radio.
So, what did you think? Oh, wait, don't tell me now.
Yep.
We'll wait till the show.
Okay.
Oh. I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
I was still burping up hot dogs
Oh, no.
late into the night. It was far too many hot dogs.
Gross. It was a lot of hot dogs.
It was a lot. I even went back for one more.
It's the last one that always gets you. Just like shots. Never take the last shot. Never eat the last hot dog.
That last weenie went down a little rough.
It's the Brett Davern Show. Brought to you by Nice Guy Digital on Adobe Radio and recorded live in beautiful North Hollywood, California. On today's episode, Tasya Teles. She plays Echo on CW's The 100? 100? 100? I don't know how to say it. All right. Let's get to the guy who graduated high school 3 times.
That's me!
Your new best friend.
Yeah.
Brett Davern!
Listen up, everybody! This is our show. Thank you for telling your friends and family about our silly program and engaging with us on the social medias. If you want to shout out a friend or shout at us or with us, you can call the show toll free 1-888-99-IDOBI. I don't know why I say that because no one ever does. The email for the show is bdsfans@idobi.com. People have been slacking on the email lately too. Come on, people. But you know where they're not slacking? The text line.
So fun.
If you guys want to text into the show directly, just put bdsfans@idobi.com where you normally enter someone's phone number. Compose your text and press send. Once again, that address is bdsfans@idobi.com. I'm still burping up hot dogs.
Clearly.
Oh. Boy, oh
17 was just too many, Brett.
I must have had me about 17 hot dogs. Today, prove that you're listening live by sending in what else but the hot dog emoji.
Gotta be.
All right. Lots of show to get to today. Before we get to all of it, let's go around the horn. Good day to you, soon to be named Megan. Oh.
Hello, Brett.
We were off to such a good start, too.
I'm sorry.
Never apologize.
Come on, Megan, get it together.
Hello, Brett.
Sick Burn Wednesday.
No.
And the one I used to like.
Brett.
It's Sick Burn Wednesday, Matadocious.
That was my sick burn.
All right. And
Real sick, Maddie.
Katie LeClaire.
Today is Barbershop Quartet Day.
Hello.
Hello. Their mics aren't on.
Oh, we got to do it again. Hello.
Hello. We are never getting a job.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Hello, my sugar pie.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, good stuff. And my mom's in a couple of female barbershop quartets. Yeah. She likes to rock it out with the choruses and stuff. Yeah, definitely. They sing about cheese. Have I ever told you about this?
No.
I can't save it for the other side of the break. We got hot dog stories. Oh, you guys. Such an update on the catch-up debate from yesterday. So much has happened in the last 24 hours.
Woof, woof.
So much has happened. I can't wait to tell them all about it. My mom is in a all-female chorus, and they picked themes for their concerts, and one time the theme was food, And so they sang a rendition of, what is that song? Sweet dreams are made of these.
They're made of cheese?
Eurythmics? Yeah. And they changed all the lyrics to be about cheese.
I'm so in love with that.
Yeah. So there's a recording of it somewhere. Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Who am I to disagree?
Clever.
Yeah. It was good, actually. It was fun. I gotta find that video. Ooh, lots of people sending in the hot dog emoji. Good job, France. And the 920, the 413. Send your texts in, people. This is, Catchy?
I think so.
Is that how you say it? Kachi? Katchi? Kachi.
Catchy.
There you go. By Nick Waterhouse featuring the fabulous, amazing Leon Bridges. Right back with hot dog updates after this. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
IW Radio. You can listen to The Brett Davern Show anytime. Just search for it on your favorite podcast app, but especially the Adobe app for iOS.
My Vicky is texting into the show right now. Oh, and your Vicky might be calling your phone. But
British Columbia, Canada is calling my phone.
If you're new to the show, both Katie and I's moms are named Vicky, so we each got a Vicky. And my Vicky is texting the text line right now.
Oh.
She says, forget about the cheese. And we're called the Sweet Adeline's Quartet. Oh, no, sorry. Sweet Adeline's Quartet Day is what she's saying. So, barbershop. That's barbershop.
Barbershop Quartet.
Yeah.
Cute.
Hello.
Hello.
I can't be a quartet on my own.
You are pretty skilled. You might be the only person in America who could.
Hello. Whatever they do. And like the straw hats.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. The only, when anyone says barbershop quartet, the thing that springs right to the front of my brain is that part of the cartoon Charlotte's Web. Zuckerman's famous pig.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that thing? Anyway. Katie, how do you want to get into the hot dog update? What do we tell the people? What are we gonna do?
I feel like we just tell them what happened after the show.
Okay. You want to start or should I start?
Why don't you start us off?
Okay. So after yesterday's show, I was still quite heated when the microphones turned off.
And we worked at the studio for a long time.
Yeah, but I was incensed by this ketchup conversation. Because also I was coming up with more and more examples of how of trying to get it through to people that it's not that I'm saying that's gross. I'm not saying that it doesn't taste good, and I'm not saying that it's gross. I'm just saying that it makes me, when I see someone putting ketchup on a hot dog, I look at the person and I go like, huh, like, you don't know what's up, is kind of what goes through my brain. And what I did is I gave you the example of, like, if we went to a place that's known for steak, and then the booth next to us, the person started putting ketchup all over their steak, you would have the reaction in your brain of going, huh, look at that person. You know, they don't know what's going on.
They're not smart.
They're not with it. And that's really what goes through my brain with the ketchup stuff. So I made that statement after the show. But then also, if you have been listening to the show, you know this. And if you're new to the show, you are learning it now. But Katie and I live about 5 minutes away from each other here in L.A., which is rare, but is nice. And so we carpool to the show every day and home every day, unless one of us has something to do or whatever. But anyway, so yesterday, we get in the car, and I start driving towards our houses, but then I take an early exit, and Katie's like, where are you going? And we pulled up in front of Carney's Hot Dogs here in LA, which is kind of a staple and an institute. They've been around forever.
It's great.
Since like the 70s.
74.
It's in an old train car. There's two of them in town. There's one on Sunset Boulevard. There's one on Ventura Boulevard. And they're in old train cars, old train dining cars. So these big long trains, and they're painted yellow and red, and they're really cool looking, and the trains are from the 40s, and they're known for hot dogs. That's the thing. I didn't want to take us to, IKEA or Costco
Right.
to get a hot dog. We got to go to a hot dog place,
Yep.
right? So we pull up, and I'm like, all right, here's what we're going to do. We are going in here, and we are going to get some hot dogs.
It's a science experiment.
It's an experiment, because here's what we're going to do. We're each going to get 2 hot dogs, and one of the hot dogs, like, so for example, one of the hot dogs that I get, I'm going to order it the way that I want to eat it, right? Like, because they have special hot dogs there, like fancy ones, Chicago dog, New York dog, like different recipes and stuff. So I was like, I'm going to get one that I just want to eat. And then the second one, I'm going to get it the traditional way that I grew up, like that I want to eat it, and that I want you to eat it. And you're going to eat that second dog, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to get one the way you want it actually to eat right now for lunch. And then the other one, you're going to get the way that you want me to try your way, right? And then we're both going to sit down and try each other's hot dogs.
Yep.
And that's what we did. And so the one that I got you was just a regular hot dog, brown mustard. They even did like the swizzly,
Oh, it was the perfect.
the like cartoonish mustard on top of the dog, like
Yeah, it was
the
great.
squiggly line.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
And then you ordered the one for me.
Which was plain.
Uh-huh.
And then I squeezed a wad of ketchup on the paper
Yeah.
that it is served on, and then you dip the
Because
plain
you like
dog.
to dip.
Because I want to control how much ketchup is in each bite.
Okay. So then we ate each other's hot dogs.
Yeah.
But see, something interesting happened because you took one bite of the mustardy dog. Go ahead.
I just think that there's a moment of comedy that we're forgetting to tell.
What's that?
When we got to the counter,
Oh. Yes. Go ahead.
Brett said, "What do you guys think about ketchup on a hot dog?"
Well, first of all, big time shout out to Bill at Carney Dog.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got there at like 10:40 in the morning, and they don't open until 11.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird to be in search of hot dogs at 10:30 in the morning. But so he saw the car pull up in the parking lot. He kind of came outside. This guy, I didn't know him before this, but he kind of came out and was like looking like, well, they're here kind of early for hot dogs. That's weird. And we both got out of the car, and we were just going to go get a cup of coffee down the street and then come back because we knew they were open in like 20 minutes. And I caught his eye, and I said, "Oh, you open in like 20 minutes?" And he goes, "Come on in. We're already going." I was, okay, great.
Yeah.
So shout out to Bill for letting us get in there early. And then he was kind of looking at us like, what are these two doing here this early wanting these hot dogs? And also we're still engaged in the ketchup debate. So he's like, these two are weird. What is happening?
They're really intense about hot dogs at
They're
10:30 in
intense.
the morning.
Yeah, and he kind of looked at us, and I said, I'm sorry. We wake up early, and so around 10:30 we're looking for lunch, not really breakfast. And also I said we host a radio show, and we got into this debate about ketchup. And
Ketchup on a hot dog.
Well, yeah, and he and his brother, who happened to be sitting in one of the booths, they were only 2 people in there. So Bill runs the place, and his brother might too. I don't know, but he was just hanging out there. And they're 2 guys, probably in their like mid 40s, 50s, early 50s, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, and I said, and we got into a debate about ketchup on hot dogs. And now, without the 2 of them looking at each other or exchanging hand signals, or me prompting them, or you prompting them, Katie, in any way, I said we got into a debate about ketchup on hot dogs, and simultaneously they both out loud said, well, that's for kids. Is that true?
Yep.
That's exactly what happened. They both went, oh, yeah, that's for kids. And we both went, oh, really? That's what you think? And they said, yeah, every kid that comes in here, they put hot ketchup on their hot dogs. And I said, how many adults do? And they said, not that many. It's
Yeah,
and what
pretty
did
rare.
he say? He said it's very rare, is what he said. And then when we looked up at their menu, they have all their hot dogs listed. Oh, the Chicago one is mustard, onions, and relish, and the New York one is mustard and sauerkraut and whatever. So they have the name of the dog, like the New Yorker, the Chicagoan, the whatever. And as you go down the menu, not one of their specialty hot dogs has ketchup listed as being on it.
Yeah.
Okay, now back to the story though.
That was the story that I was telling.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I just got excited
Yep.
that they both said, "Yeah, that's for kids."
Yeah, it was great.
So then we
It was a great
sat
moment.
we sat down and we filmed all this. So we'll put it up on Instagram and everything so people can see it. But Katie took one bite of the mustard dog and she made
you
she
went
made a face.
first.
Yeah, well,
You had quite the warm up.
yeah. Yeah. But the part of the story that I want to get to is, so yeah, I went first and then I took one bite and well, you can see my reaction on Instagram and I talk about it. And then Katie took a bite of the mustard dog and like had a reaction and was like, I don't really like this that much. And then you set the hot dog down and you said, "Okay, can we be done now?" And I said, "No, cuz this is the thing. No, we're going to sit and pretend like
Pretend
just
like
sit-
it's
just
your normal order.
Yeah, just sit and have a conversation and eat the dog. Because that's the thing. If you're concentrated too much on like, what's this taste like? I don't really like this and that. But if you're sitting down with a friend and just having a conversation and eating, let's see how you feel at the end of the dog was the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you continued to eat your mustard dog.
I did.
I powered through dipping the hot dog in ketchup every single time. And I got to say, it's not that it tasted bad. I want to reiterate that. It's not that it tasted bad. I was immediately had that Ratatouille moment of where he takes the bite of it and then he's transported back to being a kid, you know?
Yeah.
I took a bite of the ketchup hot dog and was immediately transported back to the Little League baseball field, drenching a hot dog in chocolate.
Ketchup?
In ketchup. Chocolate. I'm thinking about ice cream sundaes in the Little League field. Anyway, I was immediately transported back to being like a 10-year-old. I was having like a sense memory. I was like, it tastes like childhood. I get it. It's not gross or disgusting or anything, but it's just, I can now in eating it see why I moved on from it. And my adult brain understands that that's what I enjoyed when I was a kid. And now as an adult, I don't enjoy it and I don't prefer it. But I remember why I liked it in the first place, and that's fine, and I'm going to leave that memory there. And eating that hot dog yesterday really confirmed for me that moving on, it's mustard for me. And other toppings too, as we discussed. Chili, anything. I like all kinds of things on a hot dog, just never ketchup. Now, for you, what was your experience? And then we'll take a break and move on from this and never speak of it again.
I initially did not love the mustard dog. Similar to what you've said after the conversation and everything. It's that the mustard hits your tongue first. That's the first bite you get. And then when you start chewing it up and mixing it up and the flavors all go together, then you kind of go, okay, this is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I never got to like this is good until I went back and had a bite with the ketchup.
Oh, yeah, I should say that. We saved the final bite of each dog because I wanted to have a bite of the dog with just the mustard to remind myself of what that was like. Mm-hmm. And then I handed you the last bite of the plain dog and was like, here, now dip that in ketchup and remind yourself of what that tastes like.
And it did taste less sophisticated, by far.
I think you, in that moment, did you see where I was coming from? Is that what...
I did see where you're coming from. And here's the thing. It's not something that I'm going to do every time.
What, the mustard?
Correct.
Yeah.
But it might be something that I'm warming up to.
I would just like to say, and so basically, you're not a complete convert, but you see a little bit of the light.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Cool. I like that you were so stuck to your convictions on the ketchup all morning long and all that, but are willing to sit down and try something else and possibly not, like I said, not have your mind completely changed, but just be open to it and be willing to say, like, yeah, I can see why the mustard makes a little more sense or whatever
Yeah.
it is. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
Yeah.
yeah, I like that. And I also like that we did that and we're able to sit down and try each other's things and talk about it and come to some sort of a I don't know what the word is.
Kind of like an understanding, or I don't know. It's just an attempt to see things the way the other person sees it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm all right. Mustard and I are not best friends.
Right.
We're acquaintances.
I think
We met at a dinner party.
I
We
think-
might see each other again in the future, but
I think we hit on something though with where when you eat the mustard dog, the mustard hits your tongue first, and that's the first flavor you get. And that's a little ooh, because mustard's vinegary. It's da-da-da-da. I get it. And it's oh my gosh. But then just like sushi or something, you take a bite of the sushi, the wasabi's the first thing you get maybe because you put it on the wrong part of the roll. But then when you mix it all, it all mixes up in the mouth. That's when it starts to become, you start to understand it. It all comes together.
sure.
Right?
Yep.
All right. All right. I'm Trying to Break Your Heart by J.C. Brooks and the Uptown Sound.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
Keep up with all things Brett Davern Show on Twitter. At Brett Davern Show, IW Radio.
Let me remind you that the Brett Davern Show is brought to you by Cake Bams. What are Cake Bams?
They're delicious.
Cake Bams are artisanal rice cakes. Listen, when organic brown rice cakes are cleverly disguised in yummy flavors like vegan dark chocolate and sea salt, or also chocolate chip cookie, it can make the everyday feel like a cheat day. Have your Cake Bams and your skinny jeans too. All of the flavors are naturally gluten-free, and Brett Davern Show listeners get free shipping plus 10% off of your entire order. Just go to cakebams.com and enter the promo code BDS, as in Brett Davern Show, at checkout. That's cakebams.com. Cakebams.com. CAKEBAMS.com.
Gotta spell it out for her.
Tasya, welcome to the studio.
I want some cake.
You want some Cake Bams?
Yeah, with
Oh, we can hook you
ketchup.
up. Oh, no ketchup. You want to get in on the great debate before we really get going? Here, let me get
Let's
this
do
microphone
it.
over
Let's
here.
do it.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, there we go.
You ever put ketchup on a hot dog?
I put ketchup on lots of things.
Oh, really?
I was
Including
pacing
potato
outside. Yep, all of it. Pacing outside, a little upset to hear that you have an issue with ketchup.
I just listen. The thing is it's not that I have an issue with it. I just think that look, we looked it up yesterday. The National Hot Dog and Sausage Council stipulates.
First of all, that's a thing.
Yeah. First of all, that's a thing.
That went right by me.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
That's a real thing. And they say that over the age of 18, you should not be putting ketchup on a hot dog. That's all they say. And I'm with them on that. That's it.
Are they sponsored by mustard?
You know,
Big Mustard
I
got
don't
their
look
dirty
at where
hands
the
on it.
money's I don't look
Dirty
at where the
hands.
money's coming from. I just read the articles. I think that might be the problem.
What about mayonnaise? Have you ever done that?
Oh yeah. See, this is the thing. Anything but ketchup. I don't look up in Seattle where I'm from. It's called a Seattle dog, and it's like they tell you know how here outside of Staples Center they'll post up with the hot dogs with the bacon wrapped hot dogs and the jalapenos and the what. It's delicious. Up in Seattle they do something similar, but the hot dogs it's cream cheese and grilled onions, which sounds crazy, but it's delicious, and I'm on board with that. It's just never ketchup. That's the thing. You could put mac and cheese on a hot dog. I don't care. Just not ketchup.
I'm a condiment lover. I'll take
Yeah.
all of it.
Me
Just
too.
give it.
Me too. You down with ranch dressing?
I am.
Who's not down with
I
range
know,
dressing?
You know what? Forget about the 100 and all that. Let's just
Yeah.
talk about condiments the whole time. What are
There
your
we
feelings
go.
on barbecue sauce? You go mustard-based, vinegar-based? What's happening? All right. Tasya, you play Echo on
Yes.
the 100, which is on the CW. Season 5 premiering on the 24th, people.
Yes, yeah.
So
coming
get
in
excited.
hot.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
What's up with Echo on season 5?
Echo last season, she was pretty aggressive. She faced a lot of challenges, and she was a spy. She was pretty lethal. She was killing some people, and that was a relaxing season for me. She starts season 5 having spent 6 years in space. So when she gets back to Earth, she's made some friends up in space. She has a whole new, crew going on. And so she's entering the world from a completely different perspective. So we get to see her a whole new Echo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What was it? 5 seasons of a show. That's congratulations.
Oh,
first of all,
thank you.
It's rare and awesome when it happens.
It was all me.
Take me back. Take me back to the day that you booked the show originally. Walk me through what happened.
It was a rainy day
Uh-huh.
in Vancouver.
Uh-huh.
Imagine that. Yeah, it actually was. It was a rainy day. It was December. It was cold. I had read from a few other roles of like the grounder roles, which are like these warriors that live on Earth, and there's different crews or gangs of them. So I auditioned for various gangs, and then I read the audition script for this one, and Echo, upon meeting one of her enemies, the first thing she did was size him up and spit in his face, and I was like, I like her. And that's where the love story began. Yes, this I can work with. So I just brought some sass to the character and had some fun with it in the audition room, and they gave me the role, but it started out really small, and then it just grew every season.
It's awesome. That's the best when that happens.
Yeah, it was great.
Because that means that the fans are really connecting with you, and obviously the showrunners and things. But now, specifically though, when you got the phone call and you hung up the phone, did you jump up and down? Did you do a little dance? Who's the first person you called?
I did jump up and down.
Of course you did.
How did you know? Were you there?
I've done the same thing before. I think that's what everybody does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I jumped up and down. I called my agent actually after, because it was actually a voicemail that I got.
Oh, cool.
Remember those?
Yeah. My voicemail, can I tell you something? My voicemail right now, if you called my phone, it says, "Hey, what's up? It's Brett. I couldn't get to the phone. Don't leave me a voicemail. I don't check them. Thank you, but I'll call you back."
People still leave voicemails because I've done the same thing.
My voicemail is full constantly, and I'm constantly getting an email from like the agent being like, "Hey, your voicemail's full again." I'm like, "That's because you're the only one that leaves messages on there." Anyway, so you got a voicemail.
Yeah, I called my agent. We had a little dance party. He was in the office. I was at home. And then we started filming in December. And the first few scenes, I was in a giant cage wearing like essentially a gauze bikini. Because I was being tortured. So I was just like, they just wrapped me up here and down there and left my midriff fully exposed. Looking good.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
And it was, the Canadian winter. It was December, so it was really, really cold in the studio. And I just sat in a cage.
Oh, and you're like, Mama, I made it.
This is the best, I think. But it was actually fun because it was so ridiculous. So we were laughing a lot on set, and it was a good time. Oddly.
Yeah. Well, here you are,
Yeah, here we
5
go.
seasons later. Talk to me about this charity that you're starting up soon. The Unslaved, or how do I say it? Unslaved charity?
The Unslaved,
There you go. Okay.
It's kind of my passion project.
Yeah, that's good.
I've been trying to do it for the last few years. It's been hard to get off the ground because who can find the time, really? I was doing it with a girlfriend, and then she broke away. But essentially, it's to raise awareness for human trafficking. So what we do is we make bracelets, slave bracelets and other bracelets, and then we're going to be selling them to create awareness and raise money to help human trafficking organizations.
What does that mean, a slave bracelet?
A
What
slave
is that?
bracelet is like when you have like a ring,
Oh.
and then there's a chain that goes across the top of your hand and then connects to bracelet.
So that'd be like the style of bracelet.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when does that launch? And when can we start buying the things and helping
June
out and supporting and all
June
that?
1st,
Nice.
yeah.
Cool.
Go to theenslaved.com and check us out. We have a website there right now.
Can people like pre-order bracelets or anything like that?
They might be able to in the next 2 weeks. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
That's great. Let's take a break, and then we've been asking on Twitter and all of the social medias, including MySpace, because it's still there.
MySpace.
Oh, yeah. You can still ask people. I don't even know if that's true. I just made that up. But we've been asking people for their own questions for you, and that'll be fun. And let's see what the people have to say.
Let's do it.
I don't know. Let's do that after this song, though. This is Wait. Oh.
Yeah.
By Nombe. Oh, we got to see this fella at South by Southwest.
He's great.
Sky rocks. So maybe some new music for you people out there. Turn it up. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
The Brett Davern Show's not only an awesome radio show, but you can watch episodes for free on YouTube. YouTube.com/The Brett Davern Show. Adobe Radio.
All right, we got some fan questions here for you.
Oh, dear. Nothing too hard. It's early.
We'll see. What is the square root of 490? No.
Close to that, though, right?
This one's sent in by @Tasya's Girl. Ooh. Which, it's weird on Twitter. Like, it has the @ name, but then there's a name, too, right? So I don't know how that really works, but Lil Denise. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we were kind of talking about Echo in season 5 anyway already. But how has Echo changed in season 5? Is there a change from season 4 to season 5?
She does yoga.
She's grounded.
She's grounded.
After being in space.
Yes. She's a grounder that's grounded. I think she's more calm. I think season 4 Echo, she was really hostile, and she really wanted to kind of do a good job and protect the king and prove herself, and that was her only focus. And now she's trying to be more diplomatic, and but she's still having a hard time doing it. She's still learning, right? But so that was actually really fun to play.
You can't stop spitting in people's faces completely.
I didn't. And I don't.
Let's see. What else do we got here? Do you have a favorite episode in season 5? Now, I know you're probably not going to be able to give away spoilers, things like that, but is there... I guess I can help modify the person's question a little bit. Like, is there just a sequence or something that you're really excited for the fans to see specifically in season 5?
Yes.
Without giving anything away, obviously.
Yes, there is.
Perfect.
I think the last few episodes were really, really well executed and orchestrated. And there's, they're like the kind of big bang. The last two, the finale and then the episode 12 right before that, there was some really great sequences that we did. And not only fight sequences, but also there was some really emotional stuff that was happening that affected the whole cast and crew. There was this one day that everybody was just crying, including the cameraman and the director and everybody on set. When we were just standing, I wasn't in the scene, I was watching off to the side, but everybody was just in tears. It was really powerful and really beautiful, and so I'm really excited to see how that translates.
How's it work with all these fight scenes and all the coordination and choreography and training and all this stuff?
I mean, we're lucky that we have one of the best stunt teams ever. Like these guys, their dad was a stunt guy, and then like their whole family are all like stunt people, and they have a horse ranch, and they give the horses to all the people, like all the shows in Vancouver on set, and all the films and stuff like that. So they're really immersed in it, and they just can execute things really quickly and really easily. And except for me,
had you done a lot of stunt type stuff previous to the show in general? Like, did you take some stage combat classes back in the day?
Sure did.
Yeah?
And that just goes right out the window because you're, with your, like, buddy, you're like, we're in a fighting class. This is great.
Yeah.
Poo-poo, pow-pow. And then you get to set and you're, like, doing it on a snowbank in, like, super cold conditions, and you slip and hurt your knee, and it's all over.
Right. What's a tip for someone who wants to fake punch someone in the face? What's the thing to remember?
Stay wide and just make sure that the person stay really really wide, and make sure that it's all in like the cell, so it's how the person receives the punch,
exactly,
how they whip their head, and how you kind of finish it.
Right, totally. And all about the placement of the camera too, right? Because like if they're shooting you from the side and you stay wide, then we saw that you didn't even come close. The camera's got to kind of be behind you or behind them,
but on the 100 we actually hit each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very real.
Really? Wow.
Gritty.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Method. Very method of you.
Very method.
There's a famous, in the movie The Godfather, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it, but it's a little movie from the 70s. There's a famous fight scene where James Caan like goes to beat up Carlo, and he's like throwing him all over the street and stuff. And there's a shot like I was just describing from the side where James Caan takes like a wild swing, like just a big right hook at this guy, and he's 4 feet from the guy's face, and you can see it when you watch the movie. No. It's so like he's just not even close. But the other actor reacts perfectly, and it's
the
fine.
Editor was like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe it's just you can see it now better that everything's in such crystal clear HD. But man, I was watching it, and it's just like, oh man, not even
has to be
close.
One of my biggest pet peeves, like, is when I'm watching a show and there's like, just like someone gets punched in the face, and then like they receive it and they're just like totally unaffected.
Right. They accidentally turn their head the wrong way. Or something. Let's see. Back to the fan questions. Favorite episode for Echo in general? So I guess this would be from seasons 1 through 4. One that sticks out to you?
I mean, there's just so many.
Sure.
I have like a place in my heart for Echo in season 2 when she was in the cage. I don't know. I just liked how it was filmed and how like it all turned out was really great. But it was really fun in season 4 to play somebody with so much like, I don't know, power, and she just like, there's this one episode where she just took over like the city, and that was awesome. I just got to like
total power.
I just was walking around with like a big sword on my hip, and I was just like glaring at people if they looked at me the wrong way. It was fun. It was a fun day.
Now this one goes away from the 100. This person asks, do you have any tips on how not to fail my final exams?
Do you guys have tips on that?
Study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of coffee. Lots of coffee and set. I mean, there's no way around it.
That's the thing. Like, everyone's looking for, exactly. Like, everyone's looking for a way around or a quick fix or something. There's really no excuse and way around just hard work. Just study, read the books, do the work, put in the effort, and you'll be fine.
It's like, losing weight or getting healthy. It's like you actually have to get healthy to get healthy.
Right.
Exactly.
A little bit every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All these pills and things that you see on TV. It's like, no. Just diet, portion size, and exercise.
And ketchup.
And no ketchup. What? Ketchup?
Sorry.
No ketchup? Ketchup.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Does it ever get frustrating telling people the 100?
What do you mean?
It's not the 100. It's not the 100. It's the 100, right? Like, for 5 years.
No, it's the 100. Wait, what?
Oh my God.
You're confusing
What is it,
me,
right?
Katie.
Now you guys.
You're
Now
confusing me.
I'm okay. Wait, we went over that this year because we had to do a public service announcement, and we recorded it, and one of the actors called it the 100. Oh, now I'm confused. And we had to do it again because...
Wait, I've been calling it the 100 the whole episode, haven't I?
Yeah, you have.
Well, that's...
No, but I don't actually know.
I think it's the 100. It's the 100. It's the 100.
That's what I'm saying. Because for 5 years, I've heard it said 4 different ways.
I've lost sleep at night.
Wait, what's the difference?
What is it?
Hold on. If something's written down, it's... When you write it down, it's the 100, which is the number 100.
Right.
So, but and also saying the 100 means, 100 is 100.
I feel
I have $100 means I have $100. So what's the difference?
I thought we got confused up in Canada because Canadians are saying the 100, and then like the Americans were like, no, it's what you put a 1 there, like that's weird, like it's just the 100, and we're like, oh. Oops, but now
But
don't
the
know.
100
So
is 100.
It's still a quandrum.
Exactly.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
Tomato.
The last,
There it is.
Last Twitter question for you. What are some places that people should visit while in Vancouver?
Ooh.
Oh my God, Granville Island.
Yeah.
Have you been?
I've been to Vancouver. I shot something there, but also grew up in Seattle, so grew up going there. And then I went to Victoria when I was like too young to remember it. But yeah, Vancouver is gorgeous. You ever go to like Golden Years State Park? You know, we'll talk.
Have I
after the
been
show.
there?
Yeah, have you been there?
We actually shoot
probably
right
shoot-
near there.
Yeah. Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a lot of Boy Scout trips up there when I
I
was
feel
a kid.
like we might actually shoot there, but like there's so much forest.
Oh, yeah.
And so many parks there that like at 5 a.m. I really just. I'm happy to have made it to the right place.
Where else other
all that
than
matters.
Granville
You
Island?
got circus.
Right? Granville Island. I mean, where else is there to go? Cyprus. Going up to Grouse Mountain, to the top of Grouse Mountain. There's like an awesome little restaurant up there. Gastown, hopping around Gastown is a nice time.
Yeah, it's a cool city.
Yeah.
If you haven't been there yet, people, you got to go. All right. Wait, yeah, that's it for the fan questions for
That
now.
wasn't so bad.
so
Minus
bad.
that math question at the beginning.
I mean,
I'm still trying to figure that one out. Tasya, okay.
Uh-oh.
I have two note cards, one in each hand. They each contain a different line of questioning. We do this with all of our guests. You are going to determine what line of questioning I ask you, though, because I'm going to put them behind my back and mix them up a bit, and then you tell me right hand or left hand.
Right hand.
8 questions.
Yes, I wanted the purple one.
The
Yeah.
purple card, 8 questions. The other one's called this or that, but we're ignoring that one today.
I'm ready.
Okay. It's like my own little version of the Actors Studio. Morning show version. Here we go.
Here we go.
Number 1. These are hard hitting. You thought the Twitter questions were scary. Here we go.
That's just a warm up.
Question number 1. What is your most used emoji? Really asking all the tough ones.
I can feel the sweat breaking right now on my brow. Probably the giant squid
I love that answer.
or the heart. The purple
Okay.
heart.
All right. Number 2. Did you ever have an AOL Instant Messenger? And if so, what was your screen name?
I did not, but I did have ICQ.
What was the screen name?
I think you just got a number.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Did I just date myself?
I don't even know what ICQ is.
Oh, God.
Must be like the Canadian version.
It's the Canadian version of AOL.
Number 3. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, God, there's so many. Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so much grace and dignity and
And always awesome.
talent. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was just thinking, you're from Canada, right? Does your computer autocorrect to theater with an R-E rather than an E-R?
I don't know. But it
I
does,
just wonder
when
if
I write
Canadian computers
neighbor,
autocorrect to the weird Canadian spellings.
they don't.
Okay.
Well, I have mine on the American keyboard because I'm like a bit suspicious of using like the Canadian English keyboard because I feel like something weird is going to happen with like
That's
the
where
French.
it probably does autocorrect
Yeah.
a little. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know why that question just popped in my head.
That's not on the list?
I just remember
Damn
being...
you.
No, it's not on the... Yeah.
Go rogue.
No, I do ask every single one of our guests, Does your computer autocorrect to the Canadian
I heard
spelling
that
of
about
things?
you.
Yeah. All right. Number 4, what is your favorite candy bar? Ooh, this might be a place where you can get Canadian.
Mine is Canadian.
Is it?
Coffee Crisp.
Oh, that is a really good
I didn't mean to
one,
influence
actually.
you. I should have waited.
Yeah.
Until you answered.
Oh, you threw me way off now. I don't know what to do. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. And in Canada, you get 3.
Well, that's still not a candy bar, but all right,
That's not
fine.
a candy bar. What is it?
What? Those are peanut butter cups. Okay.
Coffee Crisp.
All right. We did a whole episode on our Reese's Peanut Butter Cups candy bars.
Have you ever had a Lion bar?
Oh, so freaking
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have them here?
I
Only
think,
at World Market.
yeah, there you go. World Market.
My head exploded. I'm not sure if you noticed. Uh-oh.
Number 5, finish this sentence. Something I need to improve upon is...
My sleep? Is that okay?
Yeah, we feel that around this studio.
There's no
I
wrong
feel you.
answers to that question. Number 6, what is your spirit animal and why?
My spirit animal. I actually knew this. I had this conversation the other day, and at this moment, it escapes me.
It can change every day.
You're so lovely.
This morning, I'm a red panda.
What? I was gonna say panda, but I can't now.
You can.
can?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You eat regular panda. Is that what they're called?
You can be a regular.
There is a
panda.
red panda, and then I guess there's just a regular panda?
They're just called pandas.
Aren't they called giant pandas?
Oh,
Aren't they?
sure.
Technically? The black and white ones?
I don't know. Is there a small panda?
The red panda is pretty small.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe overall, I'd be more like a cat because I'm super curious about everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of a cat?
A puma.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was for you, Kitty.
Number 7. Oh, okay. I should have told you about this during the break, but I forgot. All right, so I got to do the setup then because I didn't do the break. I have to, Katie. It's weird if it comes out of nowhere. All right. I've been doing this podcast for over 200 episodes now, and we used to, in the beginning, just have a bunch of my dude friends in here, and I made this list of questions, and I just said, hey, do you wear boxers or briefs, right? But then we started having the ladies on, and I didn't want to, like, ask a completely different question. I want to stick on the same theme, but ladies have so many different styles out there. Who knew? So I'm going to give you them all in one breath, and then you tell me which ones you prefer. Here we go. Do you prefer wearing boy shorts, granny panties, pantaloons, bloomers, high-waisted retros, hipsters, Spanx, shorties, bikinis, cheekies, cheekinis, V-strings, G-strings, thongs, or just go commando?
Bloomers. No.
I don't even know what those are.
Again, that was for you, Katie.
Oh, I love it.
Thong.
There you go.
There you go.
Number 8,
Or
most
bloomers.
important question of them all. Now this one. Now I mean business on this one. This is the most important question.
Give it.
This question and your answer to this question will tell me everything that I need to know about you as a person. I ask everybody in life this question, even if we just, meet in line at Starbucks, because it really gets to the core of who you are.
Unlike the previous question.
Tasya, what is your favorite fruit?
Mango.
That's a wrap, everybody. On another edition of the Brett Davern Show. Thank you out there for listening live on Adobe Radio or subscribing on YouTube, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you like what you heard, just tell a friend.
Tell them.
Say goodbye, Producer Katie.
Goodbye.
Producer Katie is on Twitter and Instagram at Katie Leclerc, spelled like a French Canadian. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at BDavava, spelled like an American idiot. You can follow the show on any social media, including Facebook at Brett Davern Show. Today's guest, Tasya from the 100, can be found on social media at
Tasya Teles, TASYATELES.
There you go. Be sure to check out the 100 returning for season 5 on the 24th on the CW or the 100. Whatever we're calling it. There's 100 people or something.
That's it.
There's 100. See, there, I just switched it. That's weird.
It's genius.
Oh.
It is. You create controversy over the name, and then everyone will
Interesting.
continue to talk about it.
Exactly.
Keep it on Adobe Radio all day, people, for great music and great shows coming up this evening, such as Man of the Hour at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then also Guns with a Z show at 9 p.m. Eastern. Yes, Katie?
It's the season finale of Man of the Hour.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Be sure to tune in, everybody. What are those dudes up to? All right. Once again, for producer Katie and soon-to-be-named Megan and Matt Adocious and everybody texting in today from the 3-4. Oh, that's France. What? Somebody texted in they're listening in South Africa.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
that's amazing.
Pretty
Hello.
cool. The 602, the 413, the 920, the 44, that's England, 816-570. Text line going well today. Thanks, everyone, for listening. And for all of you, I'm Brett, and I'm reminding all of you to be kind, take care of each other, and keep the ketchup off your hot dogs.
Oh, come on.
We'll see you tomorrow. That was our show. Good night, Bill from the Carney hot dog place on Ventura.
That's it for the Brett Davern Show today. But don't worry, they'll be back tomorrow on Adobe Radio Live, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.